Oh yeah, the FLEUR NARCOTIQUE. Now I can speak French. Look at her go. Hi, it's Hailey Bieber and I'm here with Harper's Bazaar UK. I'm gonna be showing you guys what's inside of my beauty bag. So this is my trusty makeup bag. And to me, anytime I'm doing my makeup, it's really important for me that the skin prep is really just juicy and dewy and hydrated, because I feel like when your skin is really just hydrated and dewy and glowy, it really helps for your makeup to sit even better. So skin prep is always number one. The first product I'm gonna pull out all over with the peptide glazing fluid. This is something that is constantly in my makeup bag because not only is it my skin prep, but it's something that I mix with other makeup and beauty products. I mix it sometimes with my foundation. Actually, I mix it every time with my foundation. Sometimes I mix it with blush. I definitely love incorporating skincare into my makeup in different ways. I like when something feels like it can be multi-purpose, and that is this for me. And then the final step in the skincare prep before I start my makeup is the Barrier Restore Cream. It's just a really lovely, cushiony moisturizer that helps kind of seal everything in and is a really, really good prep step for makeup. I would say the way my upbringing shaped my approach to beauty would be just looking at my mom and her mom, my mom and my Nana. They always were just very diligent about hydration in skincare, and that was from head to toe. I mean, body hydration, face hydration. I feel like that just kind of really stuck with me as I got older. I can always remember getting out of like the bath as a kid and my mom just kind of like slathering me head to toe in lotion. And I feel like when that becomes part of your like everyday routine from such a young age, it really sticks with you. So I feel like I'm diligent about my skincare and body care because of how diligent they were about theirs. I really love this Makeup Forever palette. One side is blushes and the other side is kind of like contour and concealer, and I just think it's a very, again, like multi-purpose, multi-use product that lasts a really long time. And then I would go in with concealer. This is a Nars concealer that I really, really like. I love the formula. And usually when I'm just doing kind of like a simple day-to-day or like date night, evening makeup, bronzer, concealer underneath, start to blend all of that in. And then I go in with foundation, but I always mix my foundation with the peptide glazing fluid to thin it out a little bit. But I'm not gonna try to pronounce the name because I always get it wrong. I'm not a French girly, wish I was. My personal beauty philosophy, I think, has really leaned into this less is more approach. I think as I've gotten older, I've learned the products that work for me. I've learned the type of makeup that works for me, and usually that's more on the side of a more natural, glowy vibe, nothing too heavy. And I feel like just kind of like this minimalistic approach to skincare and even the way I dress, my fashion, has been really what has become my philosophy across all of those things. Next, I'm talking to you with this. Next, I would go in with some blush. And in here I have the Milk blush. These are really, really great and really lovely texture, but I also showed that Makeup Forever palette before, so kind of have like two options that you can layer with. One beauty item I think that makes me feel instantly made up. Let's just say I can choose two. If I had brow gel and a little bit of like a creamy blush, I can live with that. If I had to choose one between the two, I feel like any little pop on the cheek brings life to the face. So I feel like that one instantly makes me feel like I look more awake and perked up and can't live without a good cream blush. So I always go in with like a cream blush of some sort. And then sometimes if I'm going for a little bit more of a dramatic cheek, I'll layer it with a powder blush, just kind of like lock it all in. And I really love this Chanel, Fantasy de Chanel. This is the blush, and it's like this really pretty shimmery rosy color. Maybe I shouldn't show the inside because it looks all dirty. This is like a really pretty, just like rosy, shimmery blush. It's super nice. Once I've done the blush, I like to try to lock everything in a little bit, so I would go in with a loose powder. This is the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I don't like to do too much baking with my makeup because I feel like sometimes it looks a little bit strong for me. So I like to just go in under the eyes, in the T-zone area, the places where I notice it is a little bit more shiny. And then while that is kind of setting, I will do my brows. This is the Anastasia brow gel, which I love. Used it for years. One thing I wish I never did in my teenage years beauty-wise is made my eyebrows too thin. That one just, it didn't work for me. Then what I'll do is use this Tom Ford. This is the Shade and Illuminate Contour Highlight Duo. This has a really nice contour and highlight inside of it. I love this product. I just bought a new one because I just finished my last one. What I'll do with this is I'll go in and highlight in the areas that I want to highlight. And then what I like to do with this creamy contour part is I put it on my eyelids as kind of like an eyeshadow, but it's really subtle and you can kind of build it out if you want it to be more intense or if you want just like a little bit of sheen on the eyes. I think it's super, super nice. Go in with mascara. This is the Hourglass Unlocked mascara. I really love this one. I have it on right now actually. And I just feel like it's super, super nice on the lashes. It makes them look long and full and really nice. So I like to play around with scents, but the one that I am always going back to is the ex Nihilo FLEUR NARCOTIQUE. That's a scent that I've actually been wearing for a few years and I find myself always going back to that one. I think my biggest tip for keeping the skin clear is never forgetting to wash your face at night, never forgetting to take your makeup off. Like, to me, the cardinal sin is sleeping in makeup. I've had people tell me like, oh, I take the skin off, but I just sleep in the eyes. And I'm like, what? Couldn't relate to that one. But I guess if you can do it and wake up and have like a perfect eye, that's kind of really major. You'd have to sleep literally like this. The way that I care for my hair, I feel like, you know, I cut my hair short a couple of months ago and I feel like it was a really nice reset for my hair because I had been growing it and growing it and growing it, and that would have extensions in it on and off just to play around with the length. And I really wanted to give my hair just like a break to just be on its own and not have to have clip-ins or anything like that. So I cut it short, and I feel like when I cut it, it felt really, really healthy. And the way that I feel like I maintain healthy hair is I just try to leave it alone as much as possible. I try to let it air dry as much as possible, not too much heat. I like to also do like heat protectant leave-in conditioner or spray of some sort if I know I'm gonna be getting things done to my hair. Beauty gadgets that I use at home, I do like the NuFace. I use that from time to time. I'm not somebody who's like obsessive with using beauty tools or gadgets. I feel like, again, if I'm having like a self-care night, giving myself a little spa night, I'll use them for that. Or if I'm traveling and I feel like my skin just looks a little bit more tired or puffy, those beauty gadgets really come in handy for sure. I feel like the way that I use beauty as a tool for self-expression is in so many different ways. I feel like for me it comes through in the way I do my makeup, I do my hair, the way I dress, the way I do my nails, and I feel like it's just something that is really, really fun and is meant to be really, really fun, and I love that everyone is so different and the way that they express themselves through beauty is so different. Last but not least, I go in with a liner, a lip liner. I like to go for shades that I feel like, this is the Tower 28 one liner, and what I really like about this is that it's not just a lip liner. You can use it on your eyes, you could use it in your brows, I believe. So I like things that are multi-purpose, that do more than one thing. And I like to go for shades that I feel are really similar to my natural lip color because I always like for it to be a more natural vibe. So this is kind of like a nude taupey color that I really, really like. And the final thing that I do is I just go over that lip liner with the Rhode Peptide Lip Treatment. My personal favorite at the moment is Salted Caramel. I just really love that flavor, and it's also what I have on my lips right now. And I feel like it's just always giving that hydrated, juicy, not too glossy, but hydrating look on the lips, and is a fun time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys learned a little bit more about what's inside my beauty bag.